Hey, good morning, everybody. It's Hammer. Today is Monday, July 22nd, 2024. I, of course, am with Originator Success here with your daily mortgage rate update, the only place on the web where we talk about what's going on with rates and pricing each and every day. Remember, you can join me live 9:30 a.m. Eastern Time on Facebook and on YouTube. If you're here live, say good morning. If you're not here, say hashtag replay. Give me a hashtag replay in the comments. Let me know that you were here. And feel free to skip forward to get to the good stuff. Remember, don't forget to smash that like button, tag an hello friend, share us in a group. If you'd like to get our free email lock advice, you can get that to your inbox each and every weekday morning, www.ratelockadvice.com, or use this cool QR code over here, and that will go ahead and get that for you. You can also sign up for our text alerts, www.ratetextalerts.com. Also, another cool QR code if you'd like to use that. If you'd like to be reminded that I'm going live each morning, you can sign up at hmmr.io/reminder, or you can use this other cool QR code. Lots of cool QR codes. Last but not least, check us out at originatorssuccess.com. Find out how we help you get loans from Google and social media. We have an awesome platform with, go check it out. I'm not even going to say anything else from it. So anyway, if you're here this morning, say good morning. Let me know that you were here. We got Mallory Fotiadis. Good morning, Mallory. Mike Tebow, great to see you, sir. Michael Love, thanks for joining us. Mike Brown, good to see you there. Over on YouTube, make sure you click that little thumbs up like button for me, dude. We've got Rob Stewart. Good morning, sir. Megan Lindberg, Sean Segaloff. Glad to have you here. Angela Walters. Good morning, Sean. Hope your new office setup is going well, my friend. Ron Siegel. I am running from the president. Whereas on my reminder email today, I said I am running for president. So yeah, we'll be talking all about that. Of course, this morning, the big news, Biden dropping out. What does that mean for rates? We'll talk all about that. Angela Walters, good morning. I think that's everybody that's here for now. So, all right, my friends. Well, let's go ahead and get to the good stuff. Let me go back to my captions. I have a question of the day for you, though. Now, remember, be nice, be respectful. I don't care what your political beliefs are, but let's have an adult conversation. I think my people, my friends are capable of that. Who would you like to see as the new Democratic presidential candidate, right? Who do you think would actually be the best Democratic presidential candidate? Again, even if your beliefs lean towards the Republican side or the liberal side, and libertarian side, the third party side, whatever. I'm not a Republican or a Democrat, right? But I always liked Tulsi Gabbard. Thought she was actually a real stand-up kind of person. I like people that affiliate with a party but don't necessarily toe every single piece of the party line. What I like about Tulsi Gabbard is she's always one of those ones that say it straight. In fact, look at her tweet or her, I don't know what you call an X now. It's still a tweet, right? Basically just kind of saying Kamala Harris completely unqualified to be commander. Again, this is her opinion. I'm not really spreading it, but just my point is like she's really just putting it out there the way that she believes it. Tulsi Gabbard has a very impressive background, well-spoken. She's been in politics. She, was the representative for Hawaii. She's young, 43. So I like all that. I would love to see Tulsi Gabbard throw her hat in the ring. Who would you like to see throw their hat in the ring? Let's pretend if you're a Republican that, who's the Democrat you can stomach the most? Okay. Who is it that you can kind of go with? I'm curious on that. Let me know in the comments. And let's go back and take a look at some quick, and let's see who you guys put on here. And again, so the question of the day, who would you like to see? I said that Ron said Tulsi left. I think Tulsi left the Democrat Party. She might have left the party, but she was in the party. And I think, again, we're just making something up. I think, let's say if she went back and tagged, Brandy said she'd vote for Tulsi. Yeah. I mean, it's, I definitely think that, but who do you guys think? And if you don't want to put it out there, I get it. It's fine. Unfortunately, Joe would be a good one. I like Joe too. Again, he very much, was not always the party line. Joe said he is definitely staying retired. He retired from the Congress and he is staying retired, not throwing his head in there. Sean said Mayor Pete. So that is certainly, he might actually be one that throws his name in the ring. Remember, he was out there before. So, all right. Well, anyway, thanks for playing along. I figured we'd have a little fun with that one today. Let's go ahead and let's get to the good stuff here and talk about what's going on. Where are we? All right, so rate sheets should be recovering a bit from Friday. Mortgage-backed securities are up just a few basis points on the day. Nothing exciting here that we can really like get wowed on. They're up three. They were up 6 basis points, 3 basis points, but at least it is a bit of a recovery from Friday. I think Friday was a big loser of a day for a couple of reasons. I think number one, it's because it was a summer Friday. Number two, I think that the Microsoft thing had something to do with it. A lot of people, a lot of systems were shut down based on all the mess that came out with Microsoft. I don't even know if that's been all fixed. It kind of like hit as a big thing and then it lost all its wind. We probably would have been talking about it today if not for, of course, all the big headlines, which of course would be Biden and all of that. So anyway, it always changes now when I go to these different things. Where is it? All right. So rate sheets today recovering a bit from Friday. Mortgage-backed securities recovering a little bit, not much, but at least they're not getting any worse. Reprice risk on the day is low. It's very unlikely that we have to worry about seeing any big moves today. I don't think we have to worry about triggering a sell-off. I don't think that bonds are really going to, tank. Of course, anything is possible, but it's just not likely. The outlook remains that rates are going to ebb and flow. Right now is a little bit of an ebb. Before we get all the big data at the end of the month. So today, like here, we use the rate alert calendar because we can do the monthly calendar here, right? So let's do monthly. So right here on the 31st, we have the Fed meeting. I wish they'd complete their calendar for the month. Hold on a minute. I thought I'd have something to sneeze into. Sorry. Anyway, I wish they'd complete this. But anyway, the 31st is when we get the Fed meeting conclusion. We're going to have the press conference. August 2nd, we're going to have the BLS jobs data, right? So next week is the big moves. The problem is it's still Monday. If you've got loans closing in the next 2 weeks, there's not enough time. What we do have going on right here on the 26th, we've got the PCE data, personal consumption expenditures. That is the Fed's favorite gauge of inflation. I think that we're, in a position where we could see things get a little bit worse to kind of run through the week and then improve as we end the week. I think that's kind of where we've got. Tomorrow we do have PMI data, the Richmond. Let's see, I'll use the economic calendar over here with these guys. There you go. So tomorrow we have the global services PMI. We've got the global composite PMI, the manufacturing PMI. So we got PMI data coming out tomorrow morning. Could give a little bit of a move. Otherwise, really, you've got the GDP stuff, but we already kind of know what's happening here. And it's the PCE, the monthly PCE data, of course, going to be the big thing on Friday. And we already know this is going to come in good because the CPI came in good. So it kind of is a spoiler and we're good on that. But rates aren't likely to move too much either way. Again, we've got a lot going on. If you got loans closing in the next couple of weeks, I would at least, let's see if we can't recover a little bit more from the losses that we had on Friday. If you use Mortgage News Daily as a reference point, rate sheets got a little bit worse on Friday and kind of took a jump on the week, the worst levels of the week, after being improved for, quite a bit of the week. So I think we can recover a little bit of that. I don't think we have to worry too much about that going south. But if it does start to go south on us, we got to keep an eye on that and be ready to lock those loans up. Again, we're watching that 10-year Treasury yield. What have I not been talking about? Well, maybe the fact that Biden bowed out. Why have I not been talking about it? Because it doesn't matter to mortgage rates. That was a big question that I had. I had a few people reach out to me over the weekend, and I said, it doesn't matter. It's not going to matter at all for mortgage rates. And this morning it didn't. It didn't. No big rally, no big sell-off. I've talked about this before. I talked about it in my written commentary this morning. This whole idea of the Trump trade that gets used. You could argue that it's relevant, at least slightly relevant in the stock world, but for bonds, it's been overblown. They're like even here with the, 5 things. Muted reaction. Markets are delivering a fairly muted reaction after Joe Biden ended his re-election campaign and endorsed Vice President Kamala Harris. The dollar is sliding slightly. Havens like treasuries and the Swiss franc edged higher, while European stocks rebounded from their worst week this year. The U.S. futures are pointing towards a higher open. So this whole Trump trade thing, it's not a thing. There's been it's funny. I mean, I see quite a few. They go and they get different opinions from everybody on all these different things, and at least a few people have been like, "Yeah, this Trump trade thing's not a thing." Now they're talking about the Trump trade unwinding because somebody else could come into the Democratic Party, and it could make it more of a race after supposedly after the whatchamacallit debate. It was clear that Biden was losing ground and was going to get trounced, and now there's new blood and blah blah blah. None of it matters. It's all garbage. This is it. I'll tell you, it's all about clicks and crap. The reality is that for running our country, it's going to make a huge difference. Absolutely, right? Of course, it's going to make a huge difference. However, the reality is that none of this is affecting mortgage rates at all. Mortgage rates really just staying on task, watching what's going on with the Fed. The Fed doesn't care whether it's Biden, Harris, or Yogi Bear in the Democratic candidate as far as when they cut rates. I truly believe that they're not really worrying about that. There is no ulterior motive. One 25 basis point rate cut is not going to make or break the presidential election. It's not even going to move the needle on the presidential election. I think the Fed knows that. I think most true pundits, economists, or whatever know that it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if they do it ahead of time or not. So I think we are going to continue to see what we've been expecting to see, the idea that we're going to get a rate cut to come. And let me see, I should be able to I'm going to reverse these, make me big in this little. And I think I can turn the captions on here. Hold on. Let's see. Captions. Really? It doesn't let me put, oh wait, no, chat. Here we go. Overlay. All right. Oh, and then it does that. Really? Yeah, I don't like that. Okay. Well, I'll look at your chat in a minute, but taking a look here as what we've got, this is really the difference is, are we still expecting to see 3 cuts by December? Markets just barely still pricing in those 3 cuts. When we look, though, we've lost a little bit of ground, and that's why rates got worse, right? So a week ago, it was a 55% expectation. We'd see 3 cuts. By the end of the week, it dropped to 45. We lost 10% of expectation to get 3 rate cuts. And that's, correlates directly with worse rate sheets and what you see here. That's kind of how it works. It's make or break it. So anyway, that's what we got going on, my friends. Let me see what you guys have to say about everything. It's funny because it changes. Now I've got a whole different thing on here. All my thirds changes. I use these other views. So good morning, Venkat, Melanie. Hey, Melanie, Deb Dickinson, Garrett, Randy, Ernetta, Mike. Great to see all of you. So anyway, that's it for today, y'all. I hope you have a fantastic day. Happy Monday. Don't sweat it. Again, all of the political stuff is going to be a big deal for politics, not a big deal for mortgage rates. I don't care what the pundits say. I don't care what the papers say. It's all for clicks. Markets are not really making or breaking any of these things. They're talking about tariffs and possible inflation and blah, blah, blah. But the reality is the labor market's in trouble. The economy is slowing down. People are starting to run out of money. And also there's a lot of pent up demand. So Mike Brown, what about our OS swag, baby? What do you want to know about it? I do have swag. I just don't do much with it. I have a giant closet full of it. If you want something, I can start giving away some stuff for sure. So, all right, my friends, I'm going to wrap it up. I'll see you guys on tomorrow, Tuesday. All right, take care. Make it a fantastic day. Bye-bye.